This is a fairly long story, but it's called You're Served, Motherfucker. So the guy hired me. Why not? It was straight commission. No serve, no pay. Unless it was a not found. Unless I was given wrong information, a wrong address, for instance. In fact, I had no idea how I was getting paid. It was complex. 25 cents a mile after 25 miles out, like going to the high desert cities. I don't know what filings paid. I couldn't really figure out what serves paid. I was clearing about $200 a week, minus gas and repairs to my old Honda Prelude. I was supplementing my income with gold cards. I would be doing serves and also court filings. And also I would be checking records, digging up dirt on people for employers, and scout work for lawyers. And lawyers know the value of a dollar, believe me. I covered the 3 counties. San Bernardino, the largest county in the United States, and also Riverside. This was the Inland Empire, and also LA County, but not so much, and Orange County, but not that often. I didn't know what I was doing, so Sam, the owner, put me with an experienced guy for 3 days. At the end of the 3 days, I think I knew less than when I walked into the office. One problem was I didn't know the freeway system there. That took a while. The 91 splits. Right, you go to Uplands and the mountains. Left, fork, and you go to Riverside. I spent 3 days going the wrong fucking way. It was stressful. I dressed business casual. Dockers, short sleeve, patterned dress shirt, and a tie. A clip-on tie. I had a beeper and a cell phone, and after a while I got a 6D cell mag light, which made everybody a lot more cordial and cooperative. Although in truth I was more afraid of dogs, but threats and foul language was the daily fare. I would recite in a monotone, "If you strike me, you're striking an officer of the court and you will go to prison." But the mag light worked a lot better than my empty cautions. One of my early serves was an eviction of a young black couple right in San Bernardino. They were packing when I got there. I gave them a serve and they were bitter. "We are leaving anyway." "Yeah, but he just wants to make it legal." I had some sympathy, although a lot of folks only pay their rent once every 3 months. They just keep moving on. Pay the rent and the down. Then don't pay and wait to get evicted. It takes a while to get someone out in Cali. Anyway, I asked these people, "Please sign this. It just acknowledges that you received the serve." It wasn't absolutely critical, but it might help me get paid. She didn't want to. I'm cajoling her. Finally, she tells her man, "Just sign it and get his ugly face out of here." When she said that, I just lit up inside. I was smiling. Here it was again. It appealed to my sense of irony. During my training period, I went to the juvenile detention in Chino with the experienced guy. We drive up to the gate. A hefty, no-nonsense, uber tough lady guard. We are serving child support papers on a young prisoner. The state wants to establish rights to this guy's future earnings. The state is supporting the mother of his child, and they plan to get some of the money back someday if this kid ever does make a taxable income. The whole institution is on lockdown. All the staff are angry. 2 days before, a prisoner, a young black man, incarcerated for a murder, had raped and murdered a counselor and stuffed her body in a trash barrel. He stalked her for a week. We drive up to the parking lot and walk over to the reception area. There is some paperwork. I used my Clark County gaming license for ID. I didn't have a Cali driver's license yet. I was still on my Nevada driver's license. We are escorted to an office, and this is where the administrator explains what happened and why the institution is on lockdown. He's very angry. The rapist is going to Chino State Prison, Gladiator School. The administrator says that he will get taken care of there. They bring the kid in, the kid getting the serve. A husky black kid. He shuffles into the room in ankle chains and cuffs. My trainer explains the serves him, and we leave. On the way out, I tell the dyke-looking guard that I plan to never break the law. She tells me, that's right, you better not. I can't do this phase of my life much justice. It's jumbled up in my memory. If you do this work, if you're awake, you are working. I would get my serves and study them, see what I could figure out. What kind of work do they do? Baker? Got to hit them about 4 in the morning. Different things. We had a reverse directory in the office. It's hunting is what it is. You got to find them and catch them. You're the last person they ever want to see. I did a lot of serves for a dentist. He got a bulk discount. He had a lot of poor patients, deadbeats. I phoned one guy, told him, meet me on a corner of such and such. I got a prize for you. An older, small black guy walks up. Here. He walks away reading it. What the hell? I had one apartment complex in San Bernardino. I saw a lot of those people. The leasing agents were attractive black ladies. When I served evictions there, the people took it in stride. Oh, is that all? I told my boss that I was driving to LA on the weekend to pay a weekend to go to Venice Beach. He digs up a serve for me. Might as well make a few bucks. Divorce papers. They get a picture of the woman's car, a geo-tracker, personalized plates, Buffalo gal. She's a school teacher. They're expecting me at a certain time. She knows she's getting served. I get there early, locate her little house, see the vehicle, Buffalo gal, and go to a coffee shop to wait. I order coffee and go to the washroom. 2 inches of water all over the floor. I go out and tell the manager it's high tide in there. He goes to look and shortly comes out and thanks me for telling him. I go to meet Buffalo gal, give her the serve. There's some big fat guy hovering over her. It's clearly a watershed moment for her, and the fat boy has an obvious agenda. She is pretty, and even I start sniffing around. But Fatso ushers me out. He staked his claim first. He's going to help her through her divorce, and she will be so grateful that I had to go up into the hills of Corona, way up. This took time. I expected the person to be there. The car was in the driveway. I knocked. Nothing. I'm looking around, looking for a light inside. I knock some more. I even go next door and ask the neighbor, do you know when these people are usually home? One thing about me was I was very persistent and aggressive. I'm trying to make a living. I go back. Now the door is open a ½ inch. This is a setup. I push it open 6 inches. What I did was illegal. I had just entered, as opposed to breaking and entering. I knew it was illegal, but I didn't care as I planned to lie about it. I'm calling, nothing. I go out on the driveway. Some white bread looking motherfucker with a goatee. I put him about 200 pounds. He comes out and he is very belligerent. I don't have my mag light. I give him the usual, if you strike me. He goes in his garage and informs me that he's at block 9. I'm cleaning my head, trying to see. It sounded like some kind of space gun. He's crouched down. He tells me I'm stupid for not running. I'm mad now. I tell him he's a macho wimp. Go ahead. I'll be free and you'll be in Chino getting fucked up the ass. I had come all that way for nothing. He said he phoned the cops. I phoned them also and said, come get me, I'm waiting. I had cops come before. They would know immediately. You serving? Yeah. maybe you should go away for a while until they settle down. And no, they wouldn't help you make the serve. Anyway, I left. The next day, the other guy tried and got the same bullshit. Then the boss called the wife and threatened a lawsuit. They took the serve then. There was only deposition papers on an insurance case, favorable to them. The guy watched too much TV. They told Sam they saw me snorting coke in my car. Yeah, and I was running around with underwear on top of my head. So, okay, and then I got this thing now. I never introduced him before. Look. Look. A sock monkey. He's like, he's made out of socks. And he's happy. And what else? These things, they can't talk. Trolls. Yeah, but they look like the kids from the Village of the Damned. You know, with their, look at their eyes, look at them. They're like, they'll make you kill your own self, you know, or, you know, do anything because they got special powers. I think they're related too. Kind of same color hair. Yeah. And this guy, look at this. This is, oh.